Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got some news that we need to be talking about, including a couple of new products, which I frankly did not see coming. So we might as well start off with a Lapras V-box. Now this has been spotted by PokeCardX over on Twitter, and as you can see here, this is not in English. I believe this is actually a French product, and we've seen this a little bit lately, where these weird random products start popping up in France with, it seems to be kind of like jumbos we've not had before, and that's one thing that's important to note here. As far as I am aware, and please do correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong about this, but I'm not aware of this Jumbo Lapras being made available anywhere else. Which means we've actually got like a legitimate reason to buy this. Now, admittedly, and I have just checked, it is Lapras, and I'm very sorry about the pronunciation there, is the only language where that is the name is French, so this must be a French version of the card. And essentially, this is new in terms of the Jumbo. Now, I don't know how many people are collecting the Jumbos, and want to hear from you guys in the comment section over on Twitter, etc. This is pretty much the minority, I think is fair to say. Most of you guys don't seem to be collecting Jumbo cards, although I've said this many times before. The fact that we now have a legitimate binder, the 25th anniversary one, which is actually jumbo card size, I'm going to pick up at least one more of those before these go off the shelves, so that I can actually have one for the first partner promos, which have been coming out every month as we count down towards Kanto to celebrate the 25th anniversary, and then one for just random jumbo cards, which I'm honestly extremely psyched about. So, if you're into jumbo cards, this is it. Of course, if you are trying to complete a master set, now I know not everybody is aware of these, a master set is where you don't just try and complete the set, but you try and complete the set, including all reverse holos, and every associated promo. So that includes free pack blister promos, one pack blister promos, pre-release promos, and if you're really going for a proper master set, yes, that would include these jumbo promos. Now, the good news is, I suppose, that it's just a jumbo promo. So, essentially, it's up to you guys. If you think this looks extremely cool and you really want it, great news, go for it. If you don't think this looks extremely cool and you don't want it, don't go for it. It really is as simple as that. I mean, the box itself seems to be just your standard V-box, which is to say it comes with a promo, a jumbo promo, and 4 packs. There doesn't seem to be anything else special. Also, the lack of Lapras V-box written on it does weird me out a little bit. So it's a very easily ignored product, and certainly if you're not over in France, it's going to be awkward to go and get yourself a hold of. However, if you want it, it is out there, ladies and gentlemen. It is out there. What might be more readily interesting for a number of you out there is the Houndoom and Octillery check lane blisters. Now, these were posted by Team Abra87 over on Twitter, and these appear to be Target exclusive, because this is from Target. I've not seen them anywhere else. And it's the usual thing whereby you get 1 pack and an evolution line and a coin, in this case Zero Aura, which I suppose is pretty cool for Unite players. And essentially, this is like with all the check lane blisters. A little while ago, they stopped doing different holo patterns. That is to say that when you're buying these, there's nothing new or special that you're getting. You are getting Houndoom with the pre-evolution and Octillery with the pre-evolution, and you are getting them just as if you had pulled them from a pack of battle styles. So it's not like these are desperate cards you want to be picking up for your collection, because I don't think you do. And incidentally, these were holos in the set proper. Like I've said, these are just reprints of the set, it looks like. But it's just that these are really cool cards. The Houndoom lets you search your deck for a single strike energy and attach it to one of your single strike Pokemon once during your turn. And they have to take 2 damage counters, but remember that single strike have a whole bunch of things that they've got to try and mitigate that damage, or even really take advantage of the damage, which is kind of cool. And then the Octillery just lets you search for a rapid strike card once during your turn. Now, Octillery is a cool card, and it certainly deserves to be considered in all your Rapid Strike decks, but we see things like Rapid Strike Urshifu with Inteleon, which is one of the very best decks around at the moment, and it is very much a Rapid Strike deck, which does not play Octillery. Now, we can look at something like Malamar, for instance, a bit more of a fringe deck, but one that I think is very cool, and the lovely Antoine Boulet has been proving lately is Redonk. And actually, yeah, Malamar is a deck that will use this. It's far easier when we look at Houndoom with single strike energy. To be blunt, single strike decks need Houndoom. It is way too much of an advantage. So if you're playing a single strike deck, unless it is a single energy deck, but that's really not the playstyle of single strike, that's kind of the point, you're going to be wanting Houndoom. So it's not that these are these fantastic new products which are absolutely vital and everybody needs to run and grab them right now. But it is to say that if you're looking for those cards that are very, very cool cards, these are ones that I think should be considered. Now, in a pretty small piece of news, I'm going to be honest, it is a small piece of news, but it's also really cool and I want to share it with you, so I figured we might as well. If you go to, and this is from the lovely PokerGuardian.com, if you go to Game Mania in the Netherlands or Belgium, and you spend €20 on Pokemon TCG products, you get yourself a glow-in-the-dark Evolving Skies poster. How cool is that? So if you do have any Dutch or Belgian friends that you want to hook you up, this might be a good time to do so. I do hear a lot of people saying, the US and Japan get way better exclusives than we do in Europe, and a lot of the time that is true, but it's not entirely true. And it's just really cool to see things like this. I would love to get this glow-in-the-dark poster. I don't know if I care enough to try and get somebody from the Netherlands or Belgium to hook me up. But if it was down the road, I would definitely go and spend 20 quid and pick it up. So if you're into this kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen, this is extremely cool. It's a poster, it's not cards or sleeves or anything like that. So again, it's very easily ignored. But if you have a wall and you sometimes turn your light off, and you are a fan of the Pokemon trading card game, I think this one could be fun. And the last piece of news I want to have a little bit of a chat about in today's video is just the news that Fusion Arts has gone and been revealed for Taiwan and Hong Kong. Shout out to Primal Lugia again for this one. And the reason I want to show you this, if we look at the booster pack, there's nothing really special about it. It looks very much like the booster pack from Japan, and it's got previously revealed Pokemon and all of that. That's fine. But if we look at the box here, this is actually a little bit interesting. Now, all it really does is confirm what we had already figured out from other sources, but it does confirm that the Inteleon is going to be the Inteleon from the Inteleon VMAX deck. Now, because it's literally got the same artwork as the VMAX. Now, admittedly, we kind of knew this already. We first knew it when we saw Gengar on one of the booster packs. And if Gengar was coming, then that meant its V-Deck was coming. And if its V-Deck was coming, that meant Inteleon's was. And we were told in one of the press releases that we were actually getting a new Inteleon in Gigantamax form. So it was largely confirmed anyway, but it's still nice to see it. We can also see there that we have got Gigantamax, Rillaboom, and Cinderace. And again, one of the press releases did refer to Rillaboom and Cinderace coming in their Gigantamax forms. But you can notice here that the artwork is exactly the same as the promos that were released in Japan a little while ago. Now, the chances of them being different VMAXs was basically like 0.0001%. There was always a chance. It was just extremely unlikely, so this isn't really doing any more than confirming what we pretty much knew already, but it's still nice to have that confirmation. Like I say, those 3 cards other than Gengar have not actually been confirmed yet. It was just confirmed that we were getting those Pokemon. Seeing that they have got the artwork literally from the card does go ahead and confirm it. And if anyone's wondering, yes, that is the artwork we see on Gengar VMAX as well. So, again, I suppose confirmation that it's not some new Gengar VMAX. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cool little news story to start the week off. And I don't know about you, right? Maybe it's just me. But it's Monday, and I'm completely knackered because my son did not sleep well over the weekend. And there's a lot planned for the beginning of this week. And I kind of like being able to sit down on a Sunday morning and be like, hey, wait, it's not Sunday, it's Monday, that's how tired I am. And be like, hey, there's Pokemon news, let's chat about some cool Pokemon news. So if you've been listening this far into the video, thank you. You guys are awesome. And at this stage, I want to know what you think about all of these news stories, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.